is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, some MCLA Division II lacrosse here again today from Meade Stadium. URI winners of 9 in a row, trying to make it double-digit consecutive wins against the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. Tim Duffy, Jack McSweeney on the call here in this first half. Jack, I mean, we've been in a couple of these games, URI steamrolling over everyone that we've watched them play against. 4 straight wins at home this year, and it's been an impressive run for URI all season long.
Wait. How about now? No. Cash?
Jack's mic actually doesn't work, so I'm gonna let him take the mic. Let him take my mic for a quick sec, so you can give me some perspective.
Tim, haven't been in the booth with you in a few weeks. It's an honor, as always, to be back with you. But yeah, like you said, URI holding almost no prisoners, no competition really. Steamrolling, like you said. I'm expecting a lot more of the same. Senior night is going to be good to get these kids some recognition. Hand the mic back to Tim.
That's right, McSweeney senior night here from Meade Stadium. Final game at home for the Rams, who are trotting the field. Going up against UMass Dartmouth. 15 minutes on the clock here in this opening quarter. And the final URI lacrosse game, at least from home, that we have this season here on Fans Only. As captains will come out, you know. Cam was talking about recently, he loves this scene. Just seven players coming out basically, facing off each other before the game for the coin toss. You love to see it, man. You love this camaraderie.
Yeah, look at each other in the eyes, see what you were going to get. See if you see any fear in the opponent's eyes. Nothing better, though.
Nothing better. All right, starting goaltender tonight for URI, it's Hunter Billings, number 42, has had a great season so far. And for UMass Dartmouth, it is Charlie Gamache, the only goaltender on the roster, getting the start tonight. It's be Nathan Winter facing off for URI to begin things. Brandon Clark for the Corsairs. As Winter has had a great start to the season with all these face-offs, whole year actually, and he wins another one right here to set up the Rams. Trying to get their first possession of the game as Winter loses the ball, and first ground ball of the game picked up by UMass Dartmouth. Losing it was the Corsairs, but getting it back. Gresham Bosworth, first flag of the game. Not flag, but a whistle. We'll say with Rhode Island for the hit, and it's Patrick Grover with the ball. Grover second on the team with 16 assists. Saw him have 4 in the first half the other week against Stonehill. And it's Rakowski with it. The Rams putting it in behind the net. Makes a nice move. Anthony Greeno inside. Grover has a chance and scores the game's opening goal. Pat Grover with his 12th goal of the year. And the Rams already in business just 42 seconds into this one.
Here we go again. Opening goal off the first jump. Unbelievable. Seems like every time we do a game, Tim, they're scoring within the first minute.
Scoring within the first minute and at will. As Grover, the scorer of the goal. And Winter wins another face-off right here. Sets up the Rams. Winter takes a shot, lost the ball. Grover gets a nice job poking it away out of the stick of Colin Harrison. But now it is a reset for UMass Dartmouth as Gamache going to sling it out and over to Bosworth. Up ahead and taken away or knocked down by Pettit. Still trying to fight for it. Threw it right to him. And this one is going to be the first flag of the game. URI will possess the ball. And what appears to be a man-up opportunity, the first of the game. So taking a knee for the game's first penalty is Liam Hamilton. And a man-up chance for the Rams. Already lead at 1-0. Don't want to put them in this scenario. Here's Davis Lee. Putting at the X. Reno puts it backwards. Here's Riley with a shot, and that's a little bit wide. It will stay with Rhode Island. And we see Keegan Riley just ripping these shots left and right. His first good look of the game. Reno takes it and hits to make it a 2-0 game. With goal number 40 on the season. And what a season he's having. Guarino still not only, but he's a senior. Here on senior night, gets the first goal of the game on his box score tonight. Sure to see more from a guy who averages over 4 a game. URI coming off of a 26-0 victory on Sunday against Southern Connecticut State on the road in New Haven. As that Southern Connecticut State squad 0-9 on the year. Certainly no match for the Rams. It's a team that averages 16.5 goals a game, Rhode Island. And the majority of them coming in the first half. We've seen this team kind of just get up so much in the first half that they really just don't even need to try that hard in the second half. Here's Rakowski missing the shot. It's going to stay with the Rams, though. So there's Cantilli there. Here's Guarino. Trying to make a move. Coming from behind the net. Puts it inside. Grover pumping, and he got that one saved by Gamache. Makes his first save of the game. Now the Corsairs trying to get to work. Gamache. In traffic, puts it up there. Caught by the LSM in Jared Capesi. Kolodko. Surveying. Puts on the move. Clark, that one's off his stick, chasing after it, taking a shot in the meantime from Brendan Grace, but gets it back for the Corsairs. As it's Zach Worstworth, now leading goal scorer for this team. 11 goals on the year in 4 games. Pass inside, a shot, trying to roll it in past Billings. It'll go back to the Rams. As Matt Thompson a little bit wide to the right there. The long-haired Matt Thompson. And no one behind the net for UMass Dartmouth to give them another possession. Crossing midfield is Sam Dorado, the defensive midfielder coming from Burrillville. 4 minutes just about into this opening quarter. Already a 2-0 game with Grover possessing. These two teams have not met. And almost a year to the day, April 7th. Of 2022, URI won that game 13-6. Trying to make it 2 in a row. Here is Rakowski putting inside for Riley. Got it behind him and scooped up. Riley takes it away again. Has a good chance, spinning, and lost the ball. Rakowski's going to get it for the Rams and keep the possession alive. Seems like Rhode Island always has the right people in the right spots to give them a second chance. Rakowski couldn't get it to his man and Pettit. And it is a turnover for the Rams. Rare turnover for Rhode Island. Kolodko. Has it again, trying to get by. Lost the ball. Couldn't get by David Lamb and picked up by the Rams. Grover can't get that on the pass. It will stay. Oh, it will be turnover for the Rams. No, back-to-back turnovers for Rhode Island. Mosh gets it up to Clark. It's actually Andrew Patrick. There's two 27s on this roster. I'm going to go. So, I'll let you know in a sec. I'll have a good idea. Here's Senecal. LSM cross the midfield. It is Clark. You're going to say easy Clark. Don't want to get him the slash there. Senecal takes a shot, and that one's over the net. Stays with Rhode Island, though, as Pettit is there. Keep the possession alive. Grover. 6 minutes into this first quarter. Feels like the Rams would usually have about 3 or 4 on the board right now. Not quite here today, as UMass Dartmouth has done a good job containing them. Lee can't get by. Clark pokes it away for a sec. Makes good defensive play with the stick. Still alive and bats it over to his teammate in Kolodko. He's going to go down the near sideline. That's up the first goal of the game for the Corsairs. Kolodko takes a shot. I got whiffed on as he was hit from behind. And he gets the ball out of the midst of Marshall. So that's a good play by Kolodko to get it back for UMass Dartmouth, and he'll have the ball here. Corsairs still have to get a shot on goal today. They've only played 4 games. Numbers he's been raking up all season. Keegan Riley, the LaSalle Academy product, slicing through, puts it to Rakowski. This one finds a ram in Guarino. Grover, Cantilli. Good group here for Rhode Island trying to extend this lead. It's Riley making a move, going right, pumping. Getting through, puts it in there. Guarino, Grover from behind the net. He scores his second of the game. And it's 3-0 for the Rams.
Check 1, 2.
It works. timeout called by UMass Dartmouth. We'll take a timeout ourselves here on Fans Only Sports. 3-0 the score. We'll be right back.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, back here, 6:57 to go. In
Notorious
the first half.
TJD.
We got Matt Jolis now on the mic, coming here to save the day. Brought us a new headset, and we got some color commentary now. So, shout out to my boy Matt, coming from Newport, doing a Salve baseball game, going from one gig to the next.
Yeah, really only seen the Rams play one game this season, but what I've seen so far has been really exciting. I mean, this team's fast-paced.
Extremely fast-paced. And they have another possession here with Grover. Winter winning yet another face-off. As Grover trying to get by Bosworth. Backpedaling in the X. Grover try to get to Pettit. He won't be able to make the grab there, but Riley scoops it up. Bukowski, the midfield mountain. Inside, wide open again. It's Pettit with the goal, his 9th of the year. As the freshman making it a 4-0 game.
Yeah, and you mentioned Keegan Riley on that pass play there, and Riley, one of those MCLA players of the week earlier in the season for the Rams, but Pettit has been the man in front. He's picking up those shots right in front of that circle, just being able to get up over top. He's using his height to get over top of the head of the goaltender. I've seen, 3 or 4 of his goals have been those slam dunk goals.
Sure has. Another face-off one. Rhode Island, and URI just wins every single face-off, it seems like.
Yeah, what's their draw control number, like 95%?
It's something like that. As Jack Bannock, the face-off man there. Riley swinging it over to Bukowski, makes the high grab. Trying to put the move on Whedon. Riley over his head. It's help from his teammate. Good defensive play made by Tanner Opie, but this one's going to find its way back to Gamache. And UMass Dartmouth trying to get going to work right here. They have seemingly not had a possession in a while. Slings it. This one goes across midfield to Ben Whedon. Trumpler trying to keep control of the ball. He can't. It's going to go up in the air. And they'll stay with the Corsairs. Number change today. Brennan Grayson, number 35. Wyatt O'Brien wearing number 36. And Jack Benedict in the 25 jersey. Here's a shot from Worsley coming from behind. And that one gets a piece of Billings, I believe. Stay with UMass Dartmouth, though. They have a man there first to keep control of the ball. Kolodko. Spinning. Puts it inside. Has a wide open shot. Clark got saved by Billings with the knee. Best look of the game for UMass Dartmouth, but Hunter Billings, one of the best goaltenders in MCLA Division II. Showing off his skills right there. Just over 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. And 4 goals on the board for the Rams. Riley. It's over to Sajak. Grover. Pass inside. Shot. Ooh, Guarino gets it over the net. Gamache is there first. He'll go back the other way. Heads up play from the goaltender there. Give his team another possession. Gamache trying to find someone. He does in Kolodko. Spinning off the contact from Grover. Juking his way past Rakowski. Getting past midfield. He's got Clark on the run. Clark lost the ball. Dorado makes a nice play on it and picks up the ground ball. Sam Dorado, they call him the rat on this team, making a cheeky play right there. Sets him up again. Guarino puts it to Dorado a little bit behind him. Couldn't make the catch cleanly, but picks it back up.
Yeah, Rams had numbers there, and they were trying to go for that quick 1-2 as they got into the lower third. If he would have had the control on that, he would have had a great open shot on net.
Pettit trying to get his second of the game. That one gets deflected. A piece of it hitting Capesi. And Uri possessing still. Rakowski moving to his left. It's a patient Rams offense, as we usually see when they're nursing a first half lead. Guarino makes a move, tries to get it to Grover, and Gamache got a piece of it. Again, the ball was Bosworth at the end of it. Gamache looking to see where to go with it now. Take it up about 10 yards, sling it to midfield. Kolodko, little screen from Clark. Getting through is Stevie Kolodko. Here's a pass inside, trying to get through, and they tried hitting the 5-hole through Billings. He didn't bite on it, and it was wide of the mark for Baron Dutrip. Here's Kolodko again. And he scores the first goal of the game for UMass Dartmouth. His 4th of the year.
Yeah, a little bit filthy there in front of the net. And Billings had some great saves, but they're just going to find that back door.
First goal of the game for UMass Dartmouth. This team, like I said, has only played 4 games compared to URI's 10, but they have not won in 39 days. Their last win was February 26th against Fitchburg State, a 9-2 victory. Trying to get one of the upsets of the year in D2 of the MCLA. And that's a good start, and this is an even better sequence with them getting the face-off as a result of the infraction. Here's Worson. Playing from behind the net, goes left. Yard sale on the play as he lost his stick, with Loring getting it. Making the play, and it was loose for a sec for Grace, who gets it, goes the other way with it. Grace flings it up the field. Sazza couldn't get it at first, but Grover's there to help his teammate out. Davis Lee. Ram offense trying to add in one more goal. They've been great scoring goals in the final 2 minutes of games this year. None so far, but still 60 seconds remain as we're in the final minute of this first quarter.
They got to be wary of the shot clock, though. It's 24 seconds on the shot clock.
They've milked out a lot of it so far. Lee's pass gets off the stick of Grover, keeps it in bounds, and in play, 15 on the clock. Grover lost his footing, keeps control of the ball as Bosworth couldn't get out of his mitts. Final 7 seconds, charging through. Pettit wants it, and that one gets saved by Gamache. Good save as it almost went through his legs right there. He got low to get that one. And final 20 on the clock for UMass Dartmouth. Grover makes a couple of plays on the ball. push will stay with UMass Dartmouth as Ushara Capesi, who's getting the unfortunate share of that. Kolodko trying to beat the buzzer. Puts it inside. Clark with a good look. And a save from Billings. Second chance, a shot, and a score. But right before the buzzer sounds, it's Baron Tutra to make it a 4-2 game. And I don't remember the last time we saw more than a goal scored against this Ram team in the opening quarter. But UMass Dartmouth coming to play. 2 unanswered goals. That last one coming with less than a second to go in the first quarter. It's a 4-2 contest. The Rams, they have not faced competition like this in a while. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports. As the second set of 15 minutes about to commence. Here
in, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
Ball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field.
All right, second quarter bad begin, false start on the face-off against Dutra. It's going to be Rhode Island ball as we switch sides to begin quarter 2. And I mean, Matt, we saw 2 goals late in the quarter from UMass Dartmouth. URI has not seen that in a while, you know, a 2-goal game after a quarter.
I don't think URI
Especially in the
seen
first
2
half.
goals against them in a quarter.
Yeah, except for the third and fourth when they, you know, take their foot off the gas a little bit. Coming off of a 26-0 shutout are the Rams. PUMD,
Yeah.
they can score goals, this team. They're going to save it. Here's a shot. It bounces home. A quick answer coming at the hands of Adrian Rakowski. Making a 5-2 game.
Yeah, URI just going right back to where they started off this game. And it's that possession play right in front of the net again. They're just bothering UMass Dartmouth's defense, not allowing them the ability to box out the attack players.
So goal number 5 for the Rams. Goal number 11 on the year for Rakowski.
All day. All day that's going to happen in the midfield. You're going to see that
of
flag.
the game. Second flag of the game, excuse me. You're right, without Kennedy Heath today. Riley cuts in a shot and a score. Wait, was it? No. No good. No score. But that's 5 goals so far by 4 different goal scorers for the Rams. 2 from Grover, Rakowski with 1, Guarino with 1, and Pettit with 1. And this is a team that has had 19 players score goals for them this year, amongst the top of the MCLA Division II.
So that's that 24, Baron Dutra, the 32nd Tech.
Dutra gets the flag. It's a man-up chance for the Rams. Pettit swinging it. Riley gets it back. Puts it inside. Going to squeeze through and score the goal. Falling down. Make it a 4-goal game. It is Davis Lee with the goal. The 5th different Ram goal scorer today. It's a couple of quick responses from Rhode Island, just 76 seconds into this second quarter.
And a 6-pack of goals for the Rams on the day.
Sure is. It's nice on a Thursday especially. Another face-off one by the Rams, per usual. Kowski back to Riley, trying to bounce it to him. Gets it off his chest. He lost the ball. Gets it back, however. Gonna charge through. And swing it. Here's a shot. No. Carino, I thought he was going to rip that one. We've seen him do that a lot this year. Pettit goes to his left. Grover gets it taken away from behind. Physicality, get it back. Gets it over high. Rakowski can't make the grab. Turnover for the Rams. Grover ripped it away from Dutra. Unable to get the pass off effectively, as it's the 3rd Rams turnover of the game. Worson has it for UMass Dartmouth. They have not had a possession so far in this second quarter, despite the great end they had to the first quarter. Here's Dutra going to squeeze through and got it taken away from behind. Good stick by Nick Marshall. Not a good subsequent pass, and this one is going to go out of bounds. Another Ram turnover. As Loring can't get it on the pass, neither can Sazik. And a breath of relief for the Corsairs. Skalodko. Makes a nice spin move. Kalodko moving around. Clark. Worson coming near side. To the Clark or Dutra. Half the shot clock has winded down. Dutra. This one hits off the stick of Cade Burrell. Matt Thompson trying to get it inside. He'll stay with UMass Dartmouth though. Worson around the corner. That one may have hit the post. I don't know if it hit the shoulder of Billings. I think it might have. Yeah, that one was a hard save by Hunter Billings. As Worson has it again. UMass Dartmouth controlling the last about 2 minutes of possession. Clarko pivoting. Faking, spinning, puts it in there and scores again. Steve Kalodko.
feel like that's one of the two hardest shots to get in lacrosse. One's that bounce one that we see when they try to go down. You got to hit that angle just right. But then putting it on the deck, too, is really one of the toughest shots because you got to get that through traffic and you got to get it through the goaltender as well, too. When you can do it from that much distance out, from 12, 13 out, to be able to get it in, that's a talented attacker.
Sure is Clarko, the senior, second goal of the game, 5th of the year, showing those talented attacking traits. Able to get the goal down low and cut the lead to 3. It's number 3 getting the 3rd goal of the game for the Corsairs.
Switch the Fogos. Oh, no. Violation on UMass Dartmouth.
So after the violation, URI getting it as UMass Dartmouth. Corsairs doing a great job controlling the last couple of minutes, taking a little bit of momentum and life away from the Rams, but for a team as good as Rhode Island is, sure they can find a way to get it right back. It all starts here. Sajak over to Verkowski, who scored in this quarter. And Gamache with the interception. Able to come out of the crease and make a great play on the ball as Verkowski was trying to get it to Guarino behind the net. Couldn't do it. Trying to fight for his life past Enical, unable to do it. Hamilton lost the ball, and it's right back to the Rams. Quick offense. Dorado pushing it. Guarino. Numbers here. Here's a chance. Pettit with his 2nd of the game. Number 10 on the season. And the freshman taking away any of the aforementioned momentum that UMass Dartmouth may have had a moment ago. Right back from him. And Matt, you mentioned that fast-paced Rhode Island offense. Case in point right there. Cycle with the great play. About 6 Rams touched the ball in that sequence. And it was right up the field into the back of the net for the Rams.
Yeah, right from that transition on the face-off violation, and the Rams just straight into that rotation play. They just kind of almost go one circle around.
UMass Dartmouth winning the face-off. Might be their first face-off win of the game. And it will be taken away immediately again. And now another good play by Kolodko. He can't get it. It's Rhode Island with Dorado on the near side across in midfield. Getting away with the push right there was Trumpler. Dorado staying on his feet, keeping control of the ball, staying with the Rams. Trying to cue up some more quick offense. Davis Lee. Cantilli getting it right side. Grover spinning. That's Lee again at the top. Lee going right, trying to get by Kolodko, slicing through. Davis Lee puts it back to Pettit, who had a good look, but knocked down by Gamache. He's made some good defensive plays outside of making saves today. And a great play by Ty Brown to poke it loose, still up in the air as Clark lost the ball. Not Clark, it was McKenzie. It's going to stay with the Rams as Ty Brown setting that one up, a turnover for the Corsairs. Can they capitalize? Cantilli. Going to the same direction. Back to Pettit. Grover. Trying to work at X by Kolodko. Makes a spin move, puts it in there, and that one not very clean off the stick of Brown. He's got a chance to make it a 5-goal game. But Gamache on the other end coming 20 yards out to get to Kolodko.
I mean, you could see what the Rams were trying to do there. They were constantly moving back and back a little bit. They were trying to stretch that Corsairs defense back so they could get the cutter in. Ty Brown makes that cut in. If he picks that up cleanly, that's a goal.
Yeah, absolutely is. Excellent play design from the Rams on the field there. Execution, barely missing it. Still a 4-goal Rhode Island lead and a turnover again. Loring going to tap it over to Sethickel. He lost the ball. Fighting for it, keeping the ball for his life is Trumpler, who gets taken away again and broke his stick in the meantime. A lot of lost units on that play. It's Loring the other direction. Up ahead, good chance. Guarino wants it. Oh, a ripper. And it was a little bit too tall for the net. Stays with the Rams, though, as Grover's going to chase it down. But I feel like we see a broken stick almost every game.
I feel like we see a broken stick almost every game of lacrosse, period, regardless of where it is.
I saw the Henrican goaltender the other day, Rory O'Connor, break his stick, his goaltender's stick.
Yeah, Salve men's game last night, broken stick. During that game, one of the Gordon College players had his stick broken. Oh,
good save from Gamache. Stays with the Rams, though. Here's Cantilli. Riley swinging it over to Rakowski. They're going at Kalako. Oh, okay, that one hits the post. Ricochets about 20 yards to track down over to Cantilli. Pettit, whose minutes we have seen increase game after game. Here's a shot. Another good save right at the chest for Gamache. Ooh, and a big hit. That one's going to be a flag against Guarino on the slash. Going the other direction now. Play the 2-for-1. Here's a shot. Almost had a chance. A little bit wide of the mark for Capesi. But UMass Dartmouth will keep the ball following the penalty, and Guarino taking a knee in the sin bin.
yeah, and he's lucky that's going to only be a 1-minute variety, and it's not locked in either, because that was a nasty slash.
Sure was. Kolodko wants it. That one hits off the back of Marshall. That must have hurt. He's moving those shoulders a little bit. Here's a shot. Ooh, try to squeeze in there cheekily. Matt Thompson. It's going to stay with the Corsairs as Pat Finnegan able to outrace Billings to the points. Still in the man-up opportunity are the Corsairs. Here's Clark. Moving it. A shot and a score for Worson. Number 12 on the year, or 13 on the year now.
That's the Homer Simpson meme where he's just like fading into the tree, because that was just nasty.
Sure was. Gets it in the top shelf. Correction. That is his 10th goal of the year, and it's a 7-4 game. I mean, this is uncharacteristic for a URI lacrosse game. But we've seen lead by, at least what they have on the board right now. At least 7, I feel like, a game at the half. In the 3 contests we've been here at Meade. Ooh, a nice play by Winter. Getting it back to Sazik. He's going to push it up for the Rams. Guarino trying to get an answer. They answered right after the last UMass goal. Riley gets around the corner. Riley trying to get on the scoreboard. Trying to find his man, though, first. Little pump fake. Got me. Pass inside, and he couldn't get it to his man right in front of the net, Pettit. Stays with the Rams, though. And it's Riley who will help work the clock. Rakowski over to Lee. Now the only player on the field for the Rams right now attacking that has not scored yet in this game. Uncharacteristic for the second leading scorer on the team. He has it again here. Rakowski, Grover. Fakes right, gets it to Riley trying to bounce it in. That one's over the top of the net. Scorino there to get it for the Rams again. Clock is still moving here. And about 6 seconds off the shot clock for the Rams. Will they need it? Here's Riley. Gets it back, wants it. Trying to hit top right corner, but Gamache makes a save. Slings it down the field. Trying to bat it down. That was last touched by UMass Dartmouth in Capesi. Slow to get up after taking a shot from Senecal. Going back the other direction. With Riley over to Pettit. 3 minutes to go in this first half. Pettit. Swings at Rakowski. That gets it back. Here's Riley again. You're right, dominating the last few minutes of possession since the UMass started the goal. Excuse me, it's Davis Lee who makes a nice truck. Trying it to Riley, but too tall for him. Rakowski's there first. Clark falling on his back right there, but Rakowski moving it. Rams in control. Trying to bounce it in. Lee on his knees. Cannot. He got stepped over on by Lee, or by Clark. And that will be another flag, this time against UMass Dartmouth. A man-up chance coming up for the Rams.
Yeah, it's contact to the head. And it was on a player already down on the turf to begin with. I'll reset the shot clock. And we'll see what this one gets called. Just going to be a garden variety 1 minute.
So man up chance. Let's see how much URI can get for the rest of the first half off this clock. They have the capabilities to do so. Greeno, lights coming on, a shot and a score. Turn on the lights. It's a first half hat trick for Zach Pettit. And a 4-goal lead for the Rams.
It's called shedding some light on the subject.
Sure is.
Lights pop on in the stadium. Pettit scores.
And the freshman now with a hat trick, season high in goals per game for him. He's putting on a show right now. He's been an impactful player here in this one. Face-off, Winter going to pick it up. Has a chance to go all the way. Winter takes a shot and scores off the face-off.
That's why I was pointing right at the goal. As soon as he took that face-off, there was a wide open alley right between the hash marks. UMass Dartmouth just completely did not pick him up at all. They had nobody marking. They were worried about every other attacker. He comes right straight through the middle and pay dirt.
2 goals, 7 seconds. It's Nathan Winter. He's got a big fan base. One of my coworkers is actually there. Showed me, she asked if I knew him the other day at work. So I know that's his little fan base. And he wants the other face-off right here. Get everyone rowdy. As he does a great job setting up all of his teammates on offense, and that time gets the goal. And don't see that very often. Love to see it.
Yeah, Rams are trying to make a statement right here before the end of the half.
Here's Riley. Moving left. Cut it right. Takes a shot. Saved by Gamache. He's just had Riley's number today, saving shots from him. That's 3 saves off Keegan Riley's shots in this first half. Grover, a little yard sale, lost the ball and his stick, but gets them both back. Fast to each of those possessions, and Riley will reset. A nice move, trying to squeeze through a pair of defenders. Opportunity for Rakowski. Good save from Gamache, and it's going to go over to Tanner Opie, who lost the ball as well. Numbers here for the Rams with a chance for a goal, and Rakowski wide of the mark. Would have been his second of the half.
I think that shot before may have actually hit off of the crossbar as well.
Got a piece of it for sure. I thought that's what you were pointing to, but Marshall able to get this for the Rams, and can't get the pass to Grover. Turnover for Rhode. This is the most turnovers I've seen them have in a half. That's 5 in the first half, and a couple of them off of Marshall passes. But still a 5-goal lead with 25 ticks to go before intermission. And right before the half, we have to shout out the URI Lax Men's Club Lacrosse Golf Fundraiser. If you want to go golf, it's free to register, free to play. It's on Sunday, April 16th. A shot to end the half won't go. You can register until Wednesday. They want us to shout them out. Half will end. But if you're interested in the golf tournament fundraiser for the Rams, visit at Rhode Lax on Instagram, DM them, send them a message, or send any of the guys a message on the team to sign up. But at the half, it's 9-4, a very close first half in terms of Rhode Island Ram URI lacrosse games, as the Rams able to get 2 more before the buzzer sounds in the final few minutes of the quarter. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports as the Rams trying to win their 10th in a row.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end
Pretty sure all of them have been on since their freshman fall, so they've contributed a lot. All the parents, if you aren't already down here, just start hanging out with the stairs right here, and we'll get right started. So, to kick this off, we have Andrew Sajak. Walking out with his father Todd and his mom Diana. Current captain and was the president of the team last year. Contributed a ton. Next up, we have Adrian Rakowski. Along with his father, Michael, his mom, Anna, and his sister, Paulina. They're actually doing the senior recognition right now. Charlie White, he's over there. I'm in Charlie's facility.
Last but certainly not least, we have our big man in the cage, Hunter Billings. He's being escorted by his dad, Bill, mom, Meredith, and sisters, Carly and Sophie. Thank you guys again for coming out, and thank you to all of our seniors and the families who are behind us.
Awesome, dude. Just making sure.
And Cam, you're going to Yente's with us, bro?
The Calientes, dude. I've never tried it, bro.
Burston is Caliente Virginia.
Caliente? Have you been to this place?
The tempting offer.
I've never been,
What
dude.
is Caliente?
It's like
URI fucking big.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up.
All right, second half action about to begin here on Fans Only Sports Network. 15 minutes on the clock as Tim Duffy joined now here by the OG URI Lacrosse commentator, Cam Rancourt, my color guy, man. Cam coming back from his
Homework.
from his homework and
Studying in the library.
extracurricular activities.
Yes, but I'm excited to be here, Tim. This has been a very fast-paced game from what I've seen. I love what I've seen from the Rams. I saw the nice goal from Nate Winter right off the face-off. He's got his big crown section here. They were hyped. It's senior night. There's definitely a little bit of a different vibe in the air. It's nice that it's a competitive game. You know, sometimes it can be annoying the way the Rams just destroy some of these teams, so it's nice to get something competitive going out here. And, yeah, I'm excited for the second half of lacrosse.
Sure am. This is going to be a good one. As UMass Dartmouth hanging in there for all the first half. And face that guy, Gamache, making another great save, picked up in the air as it was pinpointed by Grover, making a great play to keep it alive with the Rams.
Yeah, the UMass Dartmouth goalie looks real sharp. From what I've seen in this one, he's made a couple of big body saves from not too far out.
Riley bounced it off the post.
It's a beautiful shot by Keegan Riley, getting the bounce shot, tried to tuck it right under the crossbar, couldn't get fully on it, and it's going to go the other direction with UMass. So what's their mascot, Timmy?
The Corsairs.
The Corsairs.
UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. Just
They're-
like the mics that we use.
They're 1-3, really.
1-3, but they've lost 2 of their games by just a goal. They
I was going to say they're a very
could
good
be
team.
3-1, but they're not. You're right, 9-1. Haven't lost a game in 54 days. Rakowski loses the ball there as Whedon's there to get it back for the Corsairs, crossing midfield. And he goes backwards across the line. We'll stay with the Corsairs, though. With Baron Dutra, who scored in the first quarter. Try to get by Senecal. Dutra swings it to Clark.
Yeah, UMass with a very much smaller roster. You can tell visually. Looks like they only got about 20 guys on their roster, so we'll see the depth of URI show up here in the second half. But
Your headset position is like, yeah, you gotta have it like there.
Pass inside, chance a shot, and a great save from Billings. Saves the shot of Thompson. And there was some quick offense for the Corsairs, but Billings not caught off guard at all. This is going to go back, however, to UMass Dartmouth. Got some numbers here. Clark spinning. Push behind the net. Worsen makes a move. Kolodko going left, cutting it back, puts it inside, and no one home. Though it's an awkward looking shot / pass. They're going to say it was tipped.
Tipped off a Rams defender. It should be UMass ball.
They will stay with the Corsairs, with Worsen surveying where to go. Shot clock just under 60 seconds. Worsen trying to go high on that one. Billings having none of it. Gives him a shot, too.
Good job by Billings, cleaning out his crease. Comes in with a lot of power back there, and he makes sure that attackman doesn't want to come back. But the Rams are going to make a nice defensive stand right there to start out the second half. And we'll see what they can turn it into some good offense on the other side.
Sazik over to Keegan Riley.
Not liking the faintness of these lines. They got to redo them.
Riley takes a shot. He can't get one to go. That one's wide of the mark. Still scoreless, Keegan Riley. Seen 6 different players get on the board for the Rams today. Riley trying to get by. Makes a move on Bosworth. And a little bit wide of the mark again.
Riley tries to take it himself. Makes a nice dodge on the short stick midi, but the Corsairs do a great job sliding, making that secondary slide, covering. Riley takes a nice body, but he still gets the shot off, just not as accurate as he might have wanted it.
Here's a shot. That's another save by Gamache. URI can't get it by this goaltender in the second half. Thus far, nearly 4 minutes into it. Kowski took the shot there. Here's the loose ball following the hit. Some numbers here for UMass Dartmouth. As Dutra, a chance, and a great save from Billings again.
Billings standing real tall, real strong in the air. He gets that stick save up high. He was trying to guess low maybe, but he kind of stayed up top. It was a good job right there, and he kept it out of the net. Keep this a 5-goal game.
Gresham Bosworth spinning hard on Dorado. He puts him on his back. About 6 spin moves right there. Clark keeping the ball in his stick somehow. Dorado getting it back up in an instant, giving him a tough time. Thompson back to Clark. Kolodko going right down the middle. Cuts it right past Dorado, puts it inside. That one got tipped by the body of Dorado, and Loring is going to scoop it up for the Rams.
Good help defense by the short stick midi. Long pole gets beat. Short stick comes in, forces the turnover right away. And it's just a great slide right there by the sound Rams defense.
Still a scoreless second half. Almost a third of the way through of this third quarter. Kowski. Trying to get by Whedon. Around the corner, Rakowski lost the ball. Whedon with a good play. And it'll be picked up by Capesi, who lost it again. Reset for the Rams. Got some numbers here. Not very clean passing, though. Here's a chance for Lee. Oh, he was there.
I can hear
Just missed.
Can hear the communication by UMass already from up here. They're doing a good job talking to each other, make sure they're clear on who slided where. They got good 2 slides, both filling each other's spots, and they're doing a great job starting off this half. Very strong defensively. Just got to turn it into some good offense to try to cut this lead down from 5.
Through 3 games here at Meet Sam, URI has scored 15, 18, and 17 goals. 9 on the board today. None in the second half. Here's a chance. And a big shot from Senecal as Thompson couldn't get it by the big body. And it's the Rams the other direction now. Gets it inside. Grover too low on the pass.
Garano tried to get that low pass over there. A couple sticks in the air. He tried to get it low to Grover. It was a tough pass, but it was 2 skilled players. They just couldn't do it. Look to make up for it on the next possession.
Worsen. David Levine Swings it over to Kolodko. We've seen score a couple times today. 2 goals in each of the first 2 quarters for UMass Dartmouth. A team that has scored and allowed the same amount of goals come into this game, 33 for 8.5 goals per game, 8.5 allowed per game. Both averages looking to change after this one. Let's think and get it. A score here, Kolodko, the ripper.
Yeah, misses it just wide. Tries to go stick side on Billings. Definitely want to try to get on his off stick. He's a very talented goaltender. But a good job by UMass Dartmouth covering the shot right there. Making sure they keep possession, but they only got 20 seconds here on the shot clock to make something happen real quick.
Dutra. Over to Werson. Shot clock at 15 for the Corsairs. Here's a good look. Oh, and McKenzie unable to get it. This one will be tapped across midfield, and now pick it up in the direction of the Rams. Great play right there from Grace.
Great job there by the long pole D, staying at home. Getting the ground ball, getting it up to his attackman as he pulls it up for a quick yellow as they get the subs for their offensive middies real fast.
Over halfway through this third quarter, still scoreless in the period. Can Davis Lee change it? Trying to create his own shot. He will, and he scores!
Davis Lee.
Alas, the second half score we've been looking for since you came on the broadcast.
No, I was starting to think I was a jinx, but Davis Lee takes advantage of the short stick D matchup. He gets out there and he rips a shot 5-hole, just no chance for the 10-days. He's only 10 yards out on that one. Just a tough save overall. And he just couldn't make it. Too much speed, too much power behind that Davis Lee shot. Gets where he wants, finds his spot, picks his spot, and he makes no doubt about it. Putting the Rams at that lucrative double-digit mark on the night.
So double digits, like you just said, on the board for Rhode Island. And they've done that officially in all 11 of their games this season now. Great play by Dorado. Trying to keep it alive and gets it away for the Rams.
Great offensive battle. Trying to get the face-off ground ball. Rams come up with it on the hard-working ground ball right there. A couple of bodies flying back and forth. But they get it down low to their attackman to set up this offense that's been so lethal once they get it set up.
So as for Davis Lee, that's the second of the goal. The game is 10th on the year, becomes the 7th Ram with double-digit goals this season, as that's a Rams turnover, their 6th of the game, first of the half, as they've been able to keep it clean so far in the first eight and change of this second half. Gamache coming up 30 yards and flings it up to Hamilton. Liam Hamilton takes a shot from behind. Flag is going to fly for that. It was the combination of Cade Burrell and...
Looks like he might have gotten a stick to the neck right there. He's coming up, holding his
slow
neck.
to get up. Flag did fly.
That can be tough right on your trachea. Mess with the breathing a little bit, but he looks like he gets up just okay. It'll take a moment, but UMass Dartmouth's going to go to the man-up opportunity. Right now we'll see the Rams man-down defense. And they're going to try to keep this one close for as long as they can. It's always tough against this Rams team. As we had in that great Grand Valley State game, Timmy, where it was just 4, 5, 6 goals the entire time. They can never cut down that lead to 3-2-1. And so far, we got more of that right now. Not sure if that penalty is locked in or how long it's going to be. It might be more than just the usual minute.
So they just said 1 minute. We have Brendan Grace as number 44 on our roster, but got word today that he changed it to 36. So man in the box for the Rams. Man up opportunity for Corsairs, their first of the game of the second half. Here's a shot from Werson, trying to get it top deck.
Yeah, you can tell Werson likes that spot. He grabbed it as soon as he caught it. He knew he was shooting it. He steps in, tries to pick his quarter. Billings does a good job coming out, cutting down the angle. And he forces him outside. Here he goes again.
Wants it again, and too tall again. As Worson was the last goal scorer we saw for UMass Dartmouth.
Hey, missed 2 spots in a row. That's his spot. Billings makes the call to get out there and stop that next time he catches it. See how the Rams adjust after the 2 quick shots from outside.
Kolodko hits the leg of Loring, and that one ought to hurt. Fighting for it is Loring. And
it's going to be a loose ball push on the Rams. It's going to go back to UMass Dartmouth. I think about 15, maybe 20 seconds left in this third quarter.
Just over 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Still a man-up chance for the Rams. Good opportunity. Clark wide to the left.
It's a good rip up top. UMass just can't hit the net. And you got 3 shots on this man up. None of them hit the net. You got to at least test Billings, even though he's a good goaltender.
Oh, they had a chance there. Clark's able to pick it up. Loose ball is going to be scooped up by the Rams. Coming near side with it is Burrell. Able to take it away and probably squander that man-up opportunity for the Corsairs. Anthony Guarino working it around the corner, waiting for his attackers to come meet him.
Yeah, Rams just going to kill off the rest of this penalty. The shot clock goes to tick down. Just trying to kill off as much clock as they can here.
Rakowski. Going to his right. Rakowski's going to put it inside. Grover has a chance, and a good save from
Great
Gamache.
save. 6 save. They kind of ran like a little pick and roll there. Grover does a good job rolling. He feeds them. Good job by the goalie. Oh, coming out, cutting down the angle, making it a tough shot for Grover.
Fight for the ball in the corner, won by Guarino. Riley able to scoop it up, turns the corner. Going through the middle, and scores! Finally a 5-holer. As a long-awaited goal for Keegan Riley comes with 3:33 to go in the quarter.
What a
11
sick
on the
shot.
board for the Rams.
Riley kind of switches hands there at the very last minute. Catapults it almost right between the legs of the UMass goalie. Just a sick, skilled shot by Keegan Riley, showing off that display, his first of the day. You knew he was going to do. You knew he was getting on the board. This game was not going to end without a Keegan Riley goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he gets on the board there to make it 11-4.
And it's his 29th goal of the season. Good for second on the team. Rams without Kennedy Heath today. Big number 99. And Riley and Guarino, that duo, who 3 of them have combined for
silky
majority of the goals this season. Only one apiece from both of them, though, in this game.
Rams just dominating that face-off circle all day today. They've been getting clean rips that have just resulted in these possessions, and keep holding on to the ball and keep running up this score. That's the key to the recipe to the Rams' success this entire season, and they've just been continuing to roll today.
Rakowski, nice move to get free and scores. It's a dozen for the Rams. That's another one for the midfield mountain.
Kind of the story all day. They just take advantage of the short stick matchup. Kind of looks like the UMass goalie guessed off stick side. He puts it on his stick side, which is totally out of position. Was the goalie. It was an easy one for Ratowski. And the Rams just doing what they do. Keep rolling, keep tacking on to their leads.
So after almost over 8 minutes of scoreless play, Winter able to poke it away after he lost the faceoff. It's the Rams with it again. But after almost 8 minutes of scoreless play, it's 3 goals just like that. Winter, can he do it again? That one's saved. I know the fan base for number 43 wanted that one. Faceoff man trying to get his second of the game.
That would have been
save
pretty
from
sick.
Gamache.
Winter's come here to play today. He's got the fan base going. So you knew he had to show up. But it's going to be UMass Dartmouth ball as they're going to try to pull off a clear here. The Rams will try to ride.
Mosh
slings
it across midfield. Tentacle's able to get some piece of it, and he does it again. Ball is still loose. Tentacle trying to fight for it, but getting there first was David Lamb, who is one of the seniors here on senior night. Up ahead, Sazik got some space, able to get around the corner of Colin Harrison. Just over 2 minutes to go here in quarter 3. Can the Rams get one more? In control of this one, as they typically are here from Meade Stadium. Ty Brown. Brown has some space.
Ooh.
Decides to give it up. Takes a shot afterwards. That'll draw a flag. 2-for-1 chance coming up. And that was a shot that got saved. Going to the box is Jared Capesi.
It was a nice save by the goaltender. Kind of gets his foot on it, almost kicks it off. But UMass is going to go to the box, just cross-check right to the noggin. It was a big hit, trying to clear him out after he gets his shot off, but a little bit too much aggression there. As this Rams man-up offense will come out here with a chance to extend this lead to 9.
Davis Lee. Marino. Riley. Lee. I was going to try with the left for a sec. Riley gets that one batted down. Good play by Harrison.
It's great communication by the man-down defense by UMass. They're all talking out there smooth.
Yard sale.
Might have been playing without the stick. You can't do that. You can't play without your stick. So that's going to be a turnover on the Rams.
Minute 11 to go. And counting down, Kolodko. It's been a scoreless third quarter for the Corsairs, who were in this at halftime, kind of.
Yeah, scoreless here in this third quarter.
And builds another great save. Trumpler couldn't get it by him. It's the Rams with that fast offense chasing. Toronto gives it to Guarino. Grover has some space to operate. Squeezes through and scores.
That's too easy.
The big body getting by Stevie Kolodko, and Grover has got a hat trick on the night.
Yeah, he takes advantage of the short stick D, just uses his body. You know that LeBron meme. He puts up the and one. That's too easy. Come on, man.
That's what it was like.
IRL meme, but that was too easy for Pat Grover. Just gets his body on the inside frame, and he tucks that one in to make this 13-4 game.
It was too simple for Pat Grover, number 14, with goal number 14 of the season. As a sophomore, putting the 13th goal of the night on the board for Rhode Island. Winter wants another face-off. Can you do it again? Winter getting free. Winter got it saved. Tapped in the air, still alive. Pettit trying to get it, but
I think Pettit might have been in the crease there trying to get it, but Winter, the righty, you can tell he's not really comfortable with that left hand. He tries to switch it to his left hand there. Kind of had to, and he almost tucked it, but a good save by the UMass goalie. Kind of a late slide by UMass. Definitely held off.
That one almost got saved, but it hits the line. Dutra unable to get it. Back to the Rams for 5 seconds. This will be flung down.
What a pass.
What a pass, and it's going to roll in. Oh, man, no way.
I think it's
Gamache coming over out of the net. A buzzer-beating goal for the Rams. And what a way to end the third quarter.
Heck, went off one of the Rams' attackmen right there. Definitely, I wish they could credit it to the long pole D, but it definitely went off one of the Rams' attackmen. It might have been Guerno. Not really sure, but
Pettit was the closest one there at the end.
I think it might have went off Pettit, but
And if it was Pettit, that's his 4th goal of the game.
going to make this a 10-goal game here at the end of the third quarter.
We've seen 2 goals scored in the final seconds of quarters. It's a 10-goal advantage for the Rams, who go up 5 goals in the quarter. We'll be right back here on Fans Only Sports Network for quarter number 4. The Rams up by 10.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, final 15 to go here on Fans Only Sports, quarter 4, starting here. Rams up 10. They scored 5 goals in the quarter, and they got a lot of their marquee guys still out there.
Yeah, we'll see how the coach decides to use his depth here in this fourth quarter. UMass still a very talented team.
Especially on senior night. I'm sure we're going to see all these guys come out for senior night. To finish the game, Ken Tilley gets to that X. Here
what a
is
move.
Anthony Guarino inside. Grover unable to scoop it, trying to fight for it still. Whedon is there for the Corsairs. Still a loose ball. It's going to be tapped over to Gamache. And the Corsairs trying to get on the board for the first time in the second half. Nice move by Capesi, who got drawn for a flag in that third. This one's launched across field, bouncing and keeping it alive. Worson, as it was able to stay in bounds. Got by Hamilton at first, and Worson moves it back. Kalatico.
Does a great job backing that up. Make sure that UMass doesn't get a turnover there. Trying to start off this fourth quarter on a good note is Dartmouth, but it's going to be tough against this Rams D.
Kalatico spinning in the shot. Saw him score a similar one earlier. Couldn't get it there. Trying to go low as Billings with another save. This one's picked up by Thompson.
It's going to be a flag. I think the Rams have 7 players out on the field right now, so
They do.
UMass is going to get a chance to go up a man.
So 2 for 1 chance. Let's see if they can do it. Rare Rhode Island mistake. A shot. And saved by Billings.
Yeah, UMass just jumps a guy. They thought it was going to be a quick clear, but the turnover at midfield kind of messed them up. And it's going to be a 6-on-5 action for the Corsairs.
So man up chance for UMass Dartmouth. They've had 3 today, 0 for 2 on their previous 2. Seconds.
Looks like they're just going to try to go 5-on-4. Oh, as they just turn it right over.
They'll be
They're-
able to snatch it out of midair.
They were isolating Worson out on that left side.
Absolute launch. Pettit's there first. Good stick work, but lost the ball. Hamilton able to rip it away from him.
Yeah, so they're just going to ISO Worson out on that left side, play some 5-on-4 lacrosse. I mean, it's an interesting decision. It depends how valuable Worson is to this team. But he's looked real sharp here today, so I don't blame the Rams for making that decision as they try the same pass they did last time.
We saved in bounds by Trumpler. Good look. Wide open shot and caking on it. Adam McKenzie, the freshman, a little bit wide to the left.
Yeah, he's going to want that one back probably. He thought he found his spot right there at the bottom corner, just misses it too far left. Good opportunity. You don't see the Rams defense slip up like that very often, 6-on-6, maybe just a little miscommunication.
You sure don't. Rare lapse in awareness for the Rams defense. Snatched out of midair by Loring. And another turnover by UMass Dartmouth. Grace coming on the far sideline. It's Dorado. Long pass. Snatched by Grover. No, it wasn't.
Good play by the long pole, getting his stick in there so Grover can't catch that.
It was Bosworth, the long pole, making the play on it there. Able to knock down the Rams. I mean, up 10. They're trying these long passes. Still scoreless fourth. We saw similarly with the third. Scoreless for quite a few minutes. Here's McKenzie. Back to Clark. Trying to climb back in this one. Not too much life for the Corsairs here right now. Kolodko trying to get to his spot. Gets it inside, and it will roll past McKenzie and be a turnover. I think that Trumpler was hoping it hit last off a Ram, but it's going back to Rhode Island. Senecal. Guarino. Only seen him score once today. It was his 40th goal of the year. He's got 100 in his career. Saw the Guarino 100 goal sign here at senior night at halftime. Senior reveling in his last home game at Meade Stadium. Riley wants it. Try to bounce it home, and that one will go over the top. He loves that bounce shot. He's been trying it all game, and he's only gotten one to fall, but he's getting his shots off, keeping his confidence up. Gets back again on the pass from Murkowski. Looks for a man in the middle, going to go around the corner. Coming near side, Riley takes a shot, stays on his feet, and Gamache with another save. Right into Gresham Bosworth, who's slow to get up. Would have been a highlight reel play.
Yeah,
Keegan Riley, and Bosworth now finally just gets up.
Riley just so patient right there. Keeps the ball no matter what. You might want to check his pockets after that one. But he just shows off his skill as the defender's going to trot off the field. He definitely was a bit shaken off, but it was a great save by Gamache, the last line of defense. It was a good job coming out and shutting down Riley from finishing off the highlight reel goal.
And Worson able to slice one in off the right side of the net. First goal of the quarter belonging to UMass Dartmouth. It is Worson's second as he scored the last two for the visiting team.
Yeah, skilled player. Finally gets the one-on-one matchup. They've been sliding on him very easy. And he picks the right spot. Gets Billings off stick, high. He's got too much distance to travel with too much speed behind the Worson shot. And they get their first goal of the half. First goal I've seen.
So finally a second half goal for the Rams, or for the Corsairs, excuse me. Face-off is won. By Rhode Island. Guarino has it. Swings it back to Rakowski. Pettit. Pushing it back behind the net. Rakowski gets by a defender, still has it, and takes a shot from Harrison to lose the ball. But it's Guarino right there to get it back. Riley, wide open look. Going to squeeze by in, get that one saved again by the ankles of Gamache. And he'll want that one back. He's so good at creating his own shot. But Gamache all over him today.
He tries to face dodge Keegan Riley. Almost gets it off, but too much body behind that as he's going to turn it over. But Rams first turnover the other way, and it comes back with the white jerseys.
You were right. I don't know if you heard this earlier, Cam, but they're coming off of a 26-0 victory against
decent.
Southern Connecticut State on Sunday.
Is that the team we did the other day?
Yes, I think. No, we did Central. We did Central, I think, right? Yeah, Central. Here's Riley, the shot. Can't bounce it in again. Similar result. This is going to hit the fence. Coming up for URI, they have 2 more games on the road after this, at Bridgewater State and at UConn. And for UMass, start with 4 more games at Worcester State, home against Central Connecticut, at Southern Connecticut, who Rhode just beat, and against Maine. Here's a shot. And Riley wanted it again on the bounce, and he just can't get it to go for the life of him right now. Still a scoreless fourth, halfway through the period for the Rams. Cantilli swings at Rakowski. Trying to get by Kolodko, puts it inside for Grover. Off his stick, Pettit. Cantilli, Riley puts on the Jets, takes a shot wide of the mark. Some scorching defense from David Levine, the sophomore. And this is going.
It's URI ball still.
Stay with URI, yes. Some new guys.
1
on the
second
field
left
now.
in the shot clock. They're just going to roll it into that other corner.
Yep, shot clock was winding down. Just over 7 minutes to go in this final game. We'll do a quick shout out as well. URI, Rhode Lax had asked us shout out their golf fundraiser coming up on April 16th. You can sign up for free. Any questions or comments, concerns, you can DM at Rhode Lax on Instagram or hit up any of the guys on the team. It's a 4-man scramble shotgun tournament. And
You know
it's
what
a
that
free
means?
registration.
Scramble, you know what a scramble means?
No, I don't.
We got to improve Timmy's golf knowledge.
I know, I'm a casual. It's Masters season as well. Our boy McSweeney a little bit displeased with some of the Masters results today. Doing some great camera work. For us here tonight. Here's Sean Clark. And some good offensive minutes right here in the fourth quarter. Grover finds his spot and scores his 4th of the game. And finally the Rams on the board here in the final 15.
Yeah, UMass tries to get caught fishing there. Grover makes him pay for it. He takes it right to the cup. Real strong, really aggressive, using that big frame of his. And he finishes it. Just no chance for Gamachi back in there in the net. And we've hit double digits once again.
Like you just mentioned, can lead back up to 10. 6:09 to go here on senior night, and it couldn't have gone better for Rhode Island. Barring some absurd comeback. Here's a fight for off the face-off. It's up in the air. No one knows where it is.
Nobody knew where that
except
one
for
was.
Tanner Opie.
Oh.
Trying to put it backwards, and I don't know what was going on there.
It was a crazy play by the LSM. Not sure what he was thinking on that, but almost put it in his own net.
Opie, just a bad turnover there, and it's Rhode Island with a quick offensive possession on the end that they want it to be on. Clark swinging it. Riley. That's Cantilli, actually. John Cantilli's shot.
Great save.
Got saved by Gamache. Shot may have squeezed through his legs at first, but he gets in there again. He's had a great game for a goal. He was allowed 15 goals, but a ton of shots being taken on him tonight. Here's Whedon trying to get through Brown. Dutra high in the air. Marshall's going to track him down. This ball, couple of jerseys on each team fighting for it. Still loose. And Dutra's able to pick it up for the Corsairs. To his man and Clark coming off the sideline. 5 minutes remain here from Meade Stadium. Lost the ball and his single the yard sale here as Kolodko couldn't squeeze through a pair of Ram defenders. One of them being this man right here in Sazik. Clark. So they can't tell you, but for the Rams, I mean, it's going to be 10 wins in a row for Rhode Island. You know, how good does this feel going to the eventual national tournament for the Rams?
They're rolling. They've been hot. They keep scoring goals. They're playing great defensively. Just got to make sure everyone stays healthy. That's probably the biggest thing right now for this Rams team. They got 2 more games left after this at Bridgewater State and at UConn. But it's just good health. That's all you can pray for. And this team will continue to roll all the way through the national tournament. And we'll see how far they can truly go in this tournament. They hopes for a national championship, that's for sure.
They were the runner-ups last year. They lost to Utah in the championship down there in Texas. And the flag down, I think it's going to be against Bosworth. It's going to be a 2-for-1 chance for the Rams. Can they convert here? The shot and the score. What a play from Anthony Guarino.
Filthy.
And the Italian stallion with his second of the night.
With the number 7 from Jersey Mike's extra olive oil. The Italian, put all the meats on there. Put all the deli meat you can. That was filthy. He switches hands. He gets it in his right. He comes around the net with a lot of speed, doing his angle. A lot of crossovers, just great footwork. And he tucks that thing high, stick side on Gamache, and he just had no chance on that one. And that'll just about wrap this thing up 16-5 with under 4 to go.
Yeah, largest lead of the game now, 11. We saw them win by 11 and 12 the last 2 games we were here. 13 and 12, 18 to 5 and 17 to 5. You know, all these games, I mean, it's just been the same thing over and over again. It seems like the last 3 games. Dorado. Marino, a little pump. Try to get some space. And we'll reconsider taking a shot there. Gonna roll it over to Davis Lee. Rakowski, that one got saved by Gamache.
Yeah, Gamache has looked good all night. Maybe not got the defensive help that he would have needed, but he's done well trying to do his best going against this high-powered Rams offense. But it's a tough task for any goaltender in this country, and he did a fine job at it today.
As Gamache's pass is low, picked up by Opie anyway. He's going to fling that one deep. And the bounce, and losing the stick, trying to go up there was Curtis Trumpler, who we've seen have a little bit of Shackton moments today. Gets one right there, trying to get that ball, and kind of sums up the game for this UMass Dartmouth squad. That pass was high, but Carino's there to track it down. Gets it back to the intended man in Rakowski. Rakowski over to Guarino. Keegan Riley. Put the move on. Gets it inside. Guarino lost it backhand.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at the no-looker right there.
That would have been top 10.
Would have been a dirty goal. Why the mark? Rakowski was there to get it. Guarino was able to take a shot. I think he got saved or may have hit the post. Gets it back, though. That one's wide. He'll stay with the Rams, though. It's Pettit in the area to control the possession. Just under 2 minutes remaining in this one.
At Garino, senior night, trying to make the highlight reel. Goal is right here at the end of the 4th quarter. He gets 2 shot fakes off, still almost rigs the pipe.
Riley. Takes it, and that one is bounced wide of the mark.
This is like weird when like Salve plays like you and Ian, you know somebody who plays on like you and Ian, and it's like Salve won one of the 2 softball games, and it was just like they were the one that they lost 11-10. I'm like, all right,
Kowski. See much for the clock. The Rams want to milk out here. Another shot. Looks like they're going to take. Surrendering nothing. Brown takes a shot after the release from Hamilton, but nothing called. 31 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Ooh.
Torino backpedaling. That's by Kolodko, and that one saved. So alive, shot clock.
ISO for
About to
Guarino on
expire.
senior night.
ISO with Guarino and Kaladico. From the corner, tried to do the same cheeky goal again. And shot clock hit 0. It's going to go back to UMass Dartmouth anyways. With Opie there first. 38 seconds to go and counting down here in this one. UMass Dartmouth, one last chance. Here's Worson. So we're saved by Harrison. Worson trying to get it on the board again. Pivot. Good look for Kalodko. Takes a shot. Saved by Billings once more.
Billings gets his foot on it. Great kick save right there. Almost put a wrap on his great performance that he's had all day.
Billings, the last senior to be introduced at halftime. Maybe his last save in college. That was kind of a jinx right there. A shot and a score from Curtis Trumpler, who puts the 6th goal on the board for UMass Dartmouth.
Yeah, it was a sneaky little cut from X. Just found him backdoor all alone. And he makes no doubt about it. Kind of had an empty net. Billings, just nothing he could do about it. And the Rams fans are going to let them hear it. This will finish a 10-goal game here on senior night.
Rams fans loving this one. Got a lot of the students on the right of us. Going to round out the game here. Final face-off here at Meade this season, won by Nathan Winter. And that will end the game. Rhode Island, victory number 10 in succession. And they complete the year 4-0 here at Meade Stadium, winning 16-6 in front of the Rhode faithful.
Yeah, just all around great performance. I believe the game started 7-4 when I showed up. Call me a good luck charm if you want. 9-2 since I got here, or
7-2.
9-2.
It was 9-4 halftime.
Oh, since I got on the call.
Still a wide margin.
I feel like I say this at the end of every game. Just great defense, great offense, great transition, great on the face-off. Just top to bottom, this Rams team is almost flawless, some would say. And they showed it here once again why they're that #1 team in the country. And they just look to continue momentum, have good health. And, yeah, just another textbook victory by this Rhode Rams team. Rhode.
Rams, baby. Rhode Island. 2 more games to round out the season on the road, though. As, like I mentioned earlier, they have Bridgewater State and UConn. This is a team that averages 16 goals per game. They score 16 tonight on senior night, winning in dominant fashion. So from Tim Duffy and Cam Rancourt, Matt Jolis, Jack McSweeney making some airtime as well. We'll see you guys all next time here on Fans Only Sports Network for some MCLA lacrosse in 2024. Unless